Hey guys, it's Becky. If you're new here, then welcome, and if you're already a subscriber, thanks for coming back. Today I'm planning in my Hobonichi weeks. I'm back planning the week of the 25th through to the 1st. This is the week that my dad passed away. I need to plan this week. I need to get it done. I was thinking of skipping it, but I don't want to. I need to plan this week so I can move on from this week mentally in my head. So I've picked out this vintage faves kit from, I can never pronounce the name, but that's the name, because it reminds me of my dad. My dad was massively into records. Like, he was very vintage, he was very old fashioned, he collected everything, and I just wanted to use, you know, the things that reminded me of him this week, and I thought like a mixture of this washi is going to go really well. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the green, because I'm not sure if I'm going to bring in the green, if that makes sense. So let's go. What we're going to do first, we'll put down this one first. The week started off as any other week started off. I think it was the Monday. Well, I found out that my dad had gone into hospital. Oh, that's not going very well. The week we were on hospital. The week we were on holiday, I found out that my dad had had a fall and that he was being taken into the hospital. And then on, let's see if we can keep some of these hearts. Then on the Monday, I got a phone call from Simon. My dad's diagnosis was COPD. Severe COPD. Yeah, I'm going to put a tiny bit of green down. And he'd been told that it was well, we'd been told that, you know, we'd got about a year. That wasn't true. So I'll start from the beginning. So I found out Dad had gone into hospital, so I rang the hospital to see how he was, and the nurse wouldn't say anything to me, apart from he's gone for a scan. And I was like, okay, what scan is it? And she said a chest scan. And I was like, okay. And I came off the phone and she wouldn't say anything else. And then I was like, why is he having a chest scan if he's fallen over and hit his head? So I rang back up and they were like, they wouldn't speak to me over the phone basically. And I said, look, I'm next of kin. You can speak to me. And they wouldn't. So I messaged my dad and I said, look, Dad, I'm trying to find out what's going on. But no one will speak to me. And then he sent me a message back and he said, I spoke to the doctor and the nurses and they'll speak to you now. So I like that, it's pretty. So I rang, I'm just going to put this little bit I've got over here. So I rang them back and they basically told me that he had cancer. he had cancer, and I didn't know. He never told me. I don't know if Simon knew. I think Simon knew, but I didn't know. So that was a bit of a shock, because I mean, I know my dad, and he wouldn't have wanted me to, like, worry or anything, so that's probably why he never told me, but he never told me. So yeah, that's why they were scanning his chest. And then on the Monday, I had a phone call from Simon, and he basically said, Dad's got 2 to 3 months left to live, which to me, like, it had gone from years to, I'm sorry, I'm trying not to cry, it had gone from years down to 2 to 3 months, and I didn't know how to process it. I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know, you know, I didn't know how I was feeling. So that's what I found out on the Monday. And then we had, I was ringing up the hospital, you know, to find out what was going on. And then on the Thursday, I called the hospital, and they said that Dad, they thought the cancer had spread to Dad's brain, basically, and they wanted to do a scan. Now, when my dad was in the forces, he was in a massive accident, road accident, and they basically had to rebuild his face. And so there's quite a lot of metal in his face, so they couldn't do the scan that they wanted to do, so they were waiting to do a different kind of scan. That was on the Thursday, and I knew there was just something inside that said, right, you need to go and see him soon. So I said to Chris, right, I'm going to go and see him on Saturday. Initially I was going to wait for the Monday because that was his birthday and I was going to surprise him, but I decided to go for the Saturday instead. And so we took the kids out. For a Toby carvery on the Friday. Well, on the Friday morning, I rang up. I said, you know, how's Dad? I was ringing every day, asking how he was. I don't know where to put that there. That there. And they said, you know, he's the same. He's fine. I asked, is there any particular time of day that's best for me to visit him, you know, when he's more awake or whatever? And they was like, no. I was like, is he talking? They went, yeah, when he has visitors, he's fine. And this was all on the Friday morning. So yeah, I just carried on with my day. I'd booked for us to go to Toby carvery. We went, and then I messaged Simon to ask if there was anything that I could take Dad, you know, anything that he liked that I could take in, and he said no. The hospital have called me in. Dad's breathing's changed. At some point there was a phone call and it changed to 2 to 3 days, and I was like, right, that's it, I'm going tomorrow, which is what I said on the Friday for the Saturday. If I've just said that, I'm sorry. And Simon said that his breathing changed, and there was no longer, because there was a rule that only one person at a time, only an hour. He said the rules have all changed, you can come anytime. Like, and I knew, I just knew. So as soon as we got that message from Simon, we chucked all the kids in the car and we drove as fast as we could. I mean, we're 3.5 hours away. I was keeping in touch with Simon on the phone, and and about 10:30 at night we hit some traffic, and I just had this massive feeling of loss. I'm just trying to figure out what to put here. I'm going to put this because I know he loves books, so I put them down the bottom. I think that's too close. I need to do some more. Yeah, I just had this overwhelming feeling of loss, and I think, like, inside me, like, I knew that he'd gone, but you know, I kept messaging Simon, and I said, you know, is he holding on? And he said, I think so. And then he also, like, I also said, you know, where do I go when I get there? Because we were about an hour away at that point, and he was like, he told me where to go, but then he said, just you come up. And I just knew. I knew. So I went into the hospital, I ran, and I just saw Simon at the door, and he told me that he'd passed 10 minutes ago. So I went in to see him and to say goodbye. They were really rushing me. I had literally like minutes. I held his hand, I kissed him on his head, and I said I'm sorry, and I said goodbye. And we drove to a hotel. We stayed in the hotel. We got up in the morning. Simon wanted me to meet him at the house, Dad's house, so we did that. There was a few things that Dad wanted me to have. One of them is this locket. This was my dad's mum's, and when she passed away, she gave it to my dad, and then my dad's given it to me. So that was my dad when he was younger. And then we drove home, and then basically the next day, when Simon had informed all the family and put a post on Facebook, he actually put that Dad had died at 10:30. So when I had that feeling, that's when he died. So I wasn't 10 minutes late, I was like an hour. And I get why he did it. I do get why he did it. But yeah. So that's what happened. But to go from, like, in a matter of days, 2 to 3 years, 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 days, and then gone, like, it just, I don't know, it didn't feel fair. I wish I'd have gone soon. I've got so many what ifs, but I didn't expect it to affect me the way that it did. Like, I've spoke about my relationship with my family before, and as not really having a relationship. I mean, I always messaged him and kept in touch, but it just felt when he went, and I don't know if it's the same as when everybody else loses people, but it just feels like everything that was such a big deal that mattered, it didn't matter anymore. And I had messages from people that had visited him, and he said how proud he was of me, and I just wish, you know, he'd have said it to me. But yeah, that's how it went. It was just literally in a day, like, that was it. So I'm sorry, you didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for me to be bawling on YouTube, but you know, this is life, and I'm as honest with you guys as I can be. And you know, that's what happened. Right, I'm gonna just go a sec, sort myself out, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll carry on. Hi, so I pulled myself together and took a moment. I just wanted to put this flower here. Dad loved flowers. He loved flowers. And I'm going to put this teapot. He loved tea. Didn't drink much coffee, but he loved a cup of tea. Oh, it's got a little heart on the teapot. Where am I going to put this? I feel like I'm filling it all up, but I just want to put everything down that I know Dad loved. Oh, do you remember old-fashioned telephones? I want to put the candle down. I'm over decorating, guys. I know I'm over decorating, but I might put it on the day that he passed. So, oh, I think that looks really pretty. I'm really happy with it. It's really nice. So I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't normally back plan in here. I normally write like a massive to-do list and then use it each day to find out what I want to do. So what I might do is just play some music and just write in what happened in the week. So yeah, I'll just write and play some music, and you can just watch me write if that's what you want to do. Okay, so I've filled in everything that went on in the week. I've just put Dad passed away on the birthday, and I'm going to use this side just to write down everything that happened, but I don't want to do that on camera because, you know, it's personal. So that's it for this plan with me. I'm sorry about what... I'm not sorry. You'll all tell me to not say I'm sorry. But I'm glad I've planned this week. Have I stuck a sticker over that? No, that's alright. I thought I'd stuck a sticker over that. I'm glad I planned the week. It's done. I just have to do it in my other planners. And yeah, so that is the finished spread. It's one of my favourites, I think, because it means something as well. Like, all of this stuff means something. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.